So if you have Skype, if you have, or the thing about this Skype or social media thing is, it is easy for an interviewer to do a background check on you. God forbid, if one person that you did not know posted one rubbish that morning that I'm going to do a background check, is when one rubbish person that you did not know from Adam come down now posted something evil, something very nasty on your page. If I see that, well, birds of the same feather flocks together. So that is why I have not. But if you are sure that okay, my Skype, my Facebook, everything, I'm in control of it. Like a couple of people, you don't even get access to their Facebook. You can't see. They have adjusted the privacy setting. Then the personal statement after your name, it is not necessary, but it's an advantage. 2-3 lines, put it into your CV after your names. Career objective or profile, summary, whatever. Now, if you are doing that, because you will not submit a generic CV, look at the job you are applying for and profile yourself to fit the role. If you write one for Etisalat, it might not work for MTN. Everything on your CV, except your name, I'm sorry, your age. As children of God, don't let your age change you. Let it just continue to go up. Don't use football age, please. Because sometimes you will not be able to defend it. When you are cutting it, you are not calculating when you got into primary school. And for me, when I get hold of your CV, that is the place I will go to. But God will save you. If you attended primary school and it takes the space of like 3 months or 3 years for you to get into the higher institution, and you didn't put your secondary school, primary school, you will be saved. Because I'll judge you by the number of years you spent in the school. Okay, let me quickly round up so that so your personal statement must be simple, short, and relevant to the job or role in question. Then, for those that have been working, and you that you are a fresh graduate too, I used to do it. I'll list job description from my last work for another application. So if I list all of those JDs, I am thinking in my mind that you will think these are all of the things that this guy has done. I don't need to. Are they all relevant to the new role that I'm assuming? So let me list the ones in my past job that are relevant to the new one. Then highlight your personal effort and achievement in a team project. I think I said that before. One other thing that I want you to please do. Every job is dynamic and has its own challenges. Every project does. List the challenges and tell me how you solved those challenges. It makes me to believe, oh, this guy is analytical. If I bring him on board, at least we can think in different ways, we can throw punches and come to an agreement. List all of the challenges. Then emphasize major deadlines outdone. I used to, when I was working with a consulting firm, I was given a target, financial target. I was business development manager and dubbed a part of recruitment. My target for the year, by June, I have done 128%. I don't know how God did it. One South African company just found our profile and they started talking to me. and South Africa and Nigeria, what we have to do is to pay in dollars. We are going to pay the people in dollars, and we are going to charge in dollars. A consulting firm, we make money. We make money. If Uncle Dapo is earning 36 million per annum, if I am going to recruit him for a company, I'll just tell them, pay me 20% of his salary. And within 1 month, I will find Uncle Dapo and place him there, and I will collect 7.2 million. What I would have spent to take Uncle Dapo to 4 points to have a meeting. Kalabata 1.2 million and 6 million smiling in my bank account. But I'm not saying you should go and start what you don't know about. So emphasize deadlines are done and results overshot. I.e., I said, did 128% of an annual personal sales target in 9 months and 164% by year end. This is on my CV. This is on my CV. And I use this thing to market a lot. If you want to take me for any sales job or business development and you see this, PM, call that guy. Let's have a chat with him. Basically, these are all of the things that you need to know about a CV. Now, I know you will ask questions, what format should my CV go? I have rounded up. I know you will ask, what format should I put my CV? Whatever format you want to have is left to you. But the formatting that is applicable. The first thing that you have is your contact information. Your name, bold, your address, your email, your other contacts. Valid one. So if you have those kind of emails I'm talking about, try to change them now. If you want to look serious with the employer. Then the next thing, I said a profile. Not compulsory, but it helps you. After the profile, a lot of people have their biodata. It is not necessary, except on demand. If it is on demand by the advert, you put it there. Then next, if you're an experienced person, you list your experience or experiences, and followed by your academics, academic qualifications and other certifications. Then, if you have had trainings related to what you are applying for, you list them beneath. After that, since there is no need for hobbies, I like traveling, I eat a lot, I like watching football. Since there is no need for that, the question I know will play on your mind is referees, reference, or whatever you call it. For me, leave it blank. Referees available on request. Because, why? If you put my name as your referee, yesterday I'm with Guardian newspaper. If today I have moved to FCMB, they will call me based on Guardian, and I will be giving them something else. Or I was in Nigeria yesterday. Today I had to relocate, not to Cotonou, to the United States. If I am gone, obviously I will leave my phones behind. So to contact me might be difficult. For whoever you know that whenever they request for reference, that will be readily available, those are the people that you can then give at the time that they have been requested. So it is advisable for you to have it available on requests. I hope with these few points of mine, I've been able to convince you and not to confuse you. So, having done our time, if there are questions, I will be ready to take. But basically, these are the things that make people not to get their CVs, not to get a look in, or for them not to be successful at interviews. Thank you.
No questions. Questions.
Questions?
Okay. So you can tell as many as possible.
Let's go. The first question was the person asked this question, and I was not really clarified about the answer the resource person talked about. The person said usually someone said 2-1 and first class is a gate pass to almost any job description. Most of the time it comes first class and 2-1. Now the person asks for, there are some of us that left with it. Is it that the world has ended for everybody? And the guy didn't really specify of how somebody that doesn't fall in that category can also apply, because the person asks that some of us have different capacities that we can handle, but the first judgment they ask for, we don't meet up. How is it possible for us to meet up with that standard? My second question is, now, is it right to use, let's say I've been the head of, I'm the vice president of my CDS group, I'm something of my distant group. Is it allowed to be aggressive?
Okay, thank you. Let me take it from the second question, which is very simple. We had an agreement here that as a fresh graduate or lesser experienced person, your CV must not be more than 2 pages. If you have information, valid, relevant information on your CV, and you have space. Now, for you to say you are head of your department, student department, or whatever, look into the job application and see between it that there is something that is calling you to be a team lead, that the application is asking for leadership skills or team supervision, coordination, and all of that. If there is something within the application that will be relevant to what you want to put, please don't hesitate to put it. If there is space. If there is space. Then, thank you for bringing the first question. Actually, I forgot to mention that while I was speaking. In 2008, when I was with one consulting firm, I actually changed an idea. I said, for me, if I go to the street now, well, we can be doing all this fine, whatever, street wisdom, there is that one. When you want to employ people, before I employ a first class, I will employ a 2-2. Ask me why.
Experience.
Mostly all first class, mostly are good on paper. But when push comes to shove, when it comes to analyzing issues, going wide, I think I was a bit in the know of how the whole UBA gave way to the current UBA. And I looked at, I followed the discussions that were taking place. Only a white person made the suggestion that UBA stays, but the logo changes. The person had a pass while he was a student, had a pass, though has been working. So if that guy had not been given an opportunity that might not have materialized. For me, when you write your CV, stop saying, well, a first class will want to brag, a pass will not want to brag. So, blanket, leave it open. If the advert asks that we're looking for 2-1 or we're looking for 2-3, if there is anything like that, then you're free to add that. What we're looking for is a BSc graduate. Tell us you attended this school and you have a BSc. Finish. For me, if you have a first class, I will attend to you last. If I have said we are looking for 2-1 and you have a first class and you apply, I will attend to you later. I will at first attend to all of the 2-1s, because something says to me that all of those 2-1s, they are in one choir group in church, they are in one CSR team, they are in one football team, and they have picked knowledge from here and there and there and there. But if you watch closely, a first class distinction graduates, they are triangular.